Hey, what's going on, everyone? I know, rather unexpected stream, but I've been meaning to do this for maybe about a week or so. So we'll see if anyone wants to come in, just chat, hang out, shoot the shit. You know the drill. Don't know why. I just feel like wearing these. And excuse me if the thing's being reflected upon it. If it's an annoyance, if you think I look better without them, feel free to let me know. And we'll go from there. The crumpling you're hearing is having this. I have to admit, these are kind of good. Alter, good to see you. Welcome. Don't know if we'll get more people in or not. We'll see. I got one person. No, those are not Doritos. These are popcorners. White cheddar flavored. It's like having popcorn, except you don't have to worry about the kernels, getting in between your teeth. So, yeah. Come on. I swear this mouse plat. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports? Hey, man, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Are you on dinner right now? If you want, you can come in. If not, it's cool. I understand you're about to have dinner soon. Yeah, give him a shot. I think you might like him. On a flight right now, going to... okay, I understand. Where are you flying to? If you don't want to say it, I understand. It's all good. So... So that's what you're having, steaks with potato and corn. That's an interesting little meal right there. Thanks, Sam. Ray-Bans, I could refer to them as the Cobra Shades, though I believe his in the movie were a bit more polarized. So, yeah. Yes. Yeah, Snow White or we can think of so many names for that, is flopping hard and falling flat on its face. So, I mean, for crying out loud, that it has what, a 1.5 on IMDb, unless if it's even lower by this time. Yeah, because Working Man pulled in 15.2 million. I think Snow White pulled in like 14 million. But if you're not in this, if you're not in the chat, Sam, I hope you have a good flight. And definitely check out The Living Daylights. That and License to Kill are definitely they're definitely my top Bond films for sure. So, so do y'all think you'll give a Working Man a chance? I actually did. I thought I was going to wait till Tuesday, but I thought, you know what, maybe I should go and see it, during the matinee showing at Alamo Draft House, and that's where I went. I didn't know about that, Alter. Thank you for bringing that up. I somewhat remember The Critic back in the day, back in when it aired in like '94 or something. I think it aired on Fox. So, is it going to air on Comedy Central or something? Hold on a second. Hey, well, man. Greetings yourself. Did you want to come in? Or you got stuff going on? Yeah, probably so. That could be on Hulu. So, yeah. And Alter Ego says, greetings, well, man, beyond. So, probably out of this guru drink. I can text for right now. Okay, so you're going to just be in the chat, I assume? Okay, I understand. Your phone might be low on power again, but hey, if I were you, I'd get a laptop, that can definitely take a lot more, you don't have to drain your phone of power and everything. So yeah, that's what I would do. I don't know. I don't have a Switch sadly, so really can't say much on that. Oh, no problem, man. It was cool. I know it was. I didn't make an announcement. That's why I call it the surprise commentary. But yeah, it was fun for sure. I have a couple ideas. I mean, there was one. I'm sure you remember Men at Work, right? The one with Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen. In fact, Estevez directed that movie. Yeah, it was fun. We definitely. That's another commentary I could suggest that way, because that's a film that's going to be 35 years old, if not already. So yeah. Oh yeah, I remember seeing it back when I was young. I have never forgotten about the fry scene. Always still stands out with Keith David. He definitely was probably just like Billy Jacob and just one of the guys. Keith David really made that movie for me. Is the song "Pour Some Sugar on Me" or better yet, is it "Pour Some Sweeney on Me"? I just thought I'd throw that in there. So yeah. Pour some Sydney Sweeney on me, or Sweeney. Because we all know how much of a thing you have for her, so yeah. Hey, maybe she can be in the Legacy music video. No, I have not. But I guess I'll find it on YouTube or something, Angry. Is she going to Hulk out, turn red like you would? So yeah. I think I had more than those 16 crisps. So are they really making one? Or it's been rumored? I mean, what's the info that you have on that, Alter? Of course, what else is new? Yeah. I don't know if you, and also, did y'all see my Living Daylights tribute video yet? Or maybe not yet, but feel free to check it out. I'm pretty sure the views will definitely get a lot higher these next few days. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Put a lot of work into that. I think I put a hell of a lot more work into it compared to the previous James Bond tribute video that I did with A View to a Kill. Because, yeah, I've worked on that, mostly on Sunday night and kind of early into Sunday morning. So, yeah. But let's look at the box office mojo so that I can verify that my the earnings for those movies, their number one, number two, are correct and accurate and punctual. So, okay. This is, just estimated. Working Man pulled in 14.2. A little over that. Snow White's estimated for 14.2. Had a 66% drop. And it's made 66.8 million. What do you know? Then some movie called The Chosen, Last Supper, which I know nothing about. That's number 3. Hell, even The Woman in the Yard, isn't that directed by? I can't remember if Keenan Peele directed or if he just produced that. So I'm just curious. So that only made like 9 million. I don't know if The Woman in the Yard. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna see who directed it. Oh no, it's Wam Colette Serra, the guy that he did Orphan, which Isabel Fuhrman did a really good job in that movie, because you were convinced that I don't want to spoil it, so if you want to see it, you can see it for yourself. She does an excellent job, and you got to give praise to that, and also Vera Farmiga did a really great job in there too. Same man, Peter Sarsgaard, he did okay as kind of like the dunce father, pretty much. So yeah. Okay, let me check. Cool. Nice little throwback. Cool. Yep, it's definitely kicking Snow White's ass for sure. So yeah. The Penguin Listens and Bill Murray's new movie, The Friend, hasn't it been out for a while, or at least probably came out in limited theaters or something? The Ballad of Alice Salad. Don't know if I'm familiar with that. Maybe I recognize the title, but I'm not familiar with it. Kind of goes back from Master from the Spring. Yeah. Well, I think The Beekeeper came in at second behind the new reboot of The Mean Girls. And I haven't even seen either of those movies, but I probably would preferably see the 2004 version rather than the one that came out last year. Because at least, you got some good actresses. You had Rachel McAdams, Lacey Chabert, because I remembered her from Party of Five. So yeah. Yeah, they feel embarrassed for sticking with Zegler. They should have fired her, but they decided to stick with her despite the amount of problems that she was causing. I mean, yeah, with Michael B. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. Yeah, it was hanging on there for a pretty good while. I mean, yeah, I don't think it was number one, but it was at least it was definitely in the top 5. I probably would have to go back and look, but I know it definitely made a pretty good amount of money. So the Woman in the Yard, let me see. It was, yeah. Well, no, I thought for whatever reason I thought it was Jordan Peele, but it's not produced by him. It's Jason Blum. And Wam Colette Serra, this movie, the film's budget was only 12 million. So I guess technically with its opening, it's not too bad. So it definitely performed slightly above expectations. So I guess I'll give it that, unless the marketing was really high on this one. Oh, so Anyone But You was number 1 for a while. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't quite remember. I know it didn't have the hugest opening, but it managed to stay consistent and didn't have really huge drop-offs. So that's what I remembered. But yeah, that was cool. I believe Karate Kid. Yeah, I hope it is. I'm curious about it. I definitely would have to finish Cobra Kai for sure before I get to Karate Kid Legends. So yeah. It should be. I'd hope. because Cobra Kai kind of reignited Ralph Macchio's career, maybe possibly Zapka's as well, especially that well acted scene with him and Kreese. So yeah, and maybe some of the didn't one of the kids, that Silo guy, the guy that played Miguel, didn't he appear in Blue Beetle, or am I thinking of someone else? I don't know. Maybe he might have a career. Maybe the one that played Robbie might have one. Maybe even Mary Mauser and maybe Peyton List. Maybe they might have a career too. I don't know. I know that Peyton List has appeared in a few movies. I think they're more horror related, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall correctly. So yeah. Maybe I'll send the link and see if anyone wants to. Well, let's see if Alex wants to come in, if he's watching. Come on. Okay, so he was. I just want to make sure. So yeah, because I couldn't quite remember. Copy, and let's see. Maybe I'll send one to Nate. And hopefully, people lurking. Hopefully hopefully I know you're civil, and feel free to leave a comment if you like. Feel free to come in if you want. Okay, let me see. Maybe I'll invite Matt Thomas. You mean Peyton List? And yeah, so they're still dating. And interesting enough, Mary Mauser and the guy that played Robbie, they're engaged, if I'm not mistaken. I keep blanking on his name now. So yeah. So they're just turning up the heat on that. So yeah. Alrighty. What else? Okay. Okay. Maybe Neil Punk wants to come in. Okay, Tanner. Okay, Tanner. Yeah, okay, alrighty. Yep. Yeah, back on the Death of the Unicorn. I don't know about that movie. For whatever reason, it has Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. A lot of people seem to love her. I mean, she's all right, but I feel like she's a tad overrated, but that's just me. But I'm guessing that didn't do so well. I thought The Woman in the Yard flopped, but honestly, with a very small budget, I have a feeling it's going to be a profitable movie for sure. There's Black Bag, but I heard that movie was boring as hell. Mickey 17, definitely flopping. Probably going to... I don't know if it's going to flop worse than Snow White, but Novocaine, I actually don't mind that movie. I thought that was a fun little movie for sure. It's lucky it might make $20 million if we get there. But then again, I don't think the budget was high. But then again, I think they were probably expecting a bit more than that. So, but we'll see. And that Princess Mononoke, I assume that's like an old film because it says 4K restoration on there. So that's what I'm going by. Okay, hey Quinn, I haven't seen it yet. I mean, maybe I might check it out if it's still, playing in enough show times, But I've heard no. So yeah. Hey, what's going on? Alter Ego says hello, Quinn. Yeah, I didn't even see it, so. So I got 4 people watching. Alrighty. Did you want to come in, Quinn, if you were still watching? But if you got something going on, I understand. It's cool. But yeah, is there any new movie news? Probably not. Alto Nights. I don't know if that was any good. That look. Oh yeah, isn't that the? Oh yeah, that's the De Niro movie, and it's flopping, from what I've heard. Yeah. The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. So yeah, I can see it's not successful. Definitely not making a profit. Not totally bombing. They said Captain America 3 is going to bomb, but in comparison, it's made way more money than Snow White is. So maybe lucky. Maybe if it's lucky, it might cross 200 million if it's lucky. And even though Working Man did debut at number 1, it only made 15.2, and the budget was 40 million. So I could see it being somewhere between 30 to 40 million. So it might make its budget back. If it had like a $20 million opening weekend, it might have been much better, or might make more. But then again, Beekeeper only made like 16 million and managed to hold off and made like 66 million in domestically. So maybe it might not have huge drop offs, and maybe it might hold on. So who knows? Well, that's cool. So Carpenter's still composing music. It's too bad he's not directing anymore. I'd like to see him direct at least one more feature film, because I don't know if you like The Ward or not. I think he definitely should go out with a bang. Yeah, I was just going to pop on Stalker 2. If you want, I'll just send the link if you want to come in. If not, no worries. It's up to you, man. You do you. Yeah. I think there's going to be a second one, if I heard correctly, because it was pretty successful. Oh, Sydney Sweeney was in that movie. I didn't realize that. He definitely should do it, I like to see Carpenter go out in a bang for sure. Oh, yeah. Hey, welcome in, Quinn.
Hey, how's it going?
It's fine. Just streaming, just relaxing on Sunday.
All right, hell yeah, I'm about to do some myself.
That's cool.
Yeah, gonna play Stalker 2.
Nice. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm sure
Oh, it's great.
It's a fun game, right?
I mean, fun isn't the word I use to describe it, but yeah, it's great. It's like the Stalker games are classic Eurojank. This one was developed during like the Ukraine-Russian war.
Right.
So it's got a little bit of, it's still gorgeous, but it's got a little bit of jank, and Stalker's always been a very bizarre kind of, lots of different conditions, lots of different endings you can get. Gotcha. I'm also playing it in the original Ukrainian, which is fun. Better acting, usually, in the original language.
Right. She played Amber Heard's characters. Interesting, yeah.
In Stalker? Hang on, sorry.
No, he's talking about the John Carpenter's film The Ward.
So. Oh, that'd be interesting if she was in Stalker somehow.
I don't know.
She's just she's just dropping Ukrainian history.
Who knows?
Talking about how all the SS officers in the SS were like afraid of the Ukrainian SS guys. It's a real thing, by the way.
Right. Yeah, I would say maybe The Rock, but it seems like I don't know if you're a fan of The Rock or Jason Statham, Quinn. So
I like Statham.
Yeah,
The Rock's pretty mid in most of his stuff.
Yeah, lately
he knows how to make money. I'll say that. Or well, I would say that before Black Adam.
Right. You're talking about the one that with Timothy Chalamet or whatever you freaking pronounce his name.
What's Chalamet in now?
He was in that Bob Dylan bio.
Oh, I heard he was great in that.
Yeah, I think my mom was watching it. I don't know.
I heard that Bob Dylan hated watching it.
Mm,
Like in terms of like he saw too much of himself or something. I don't know.
mm.
Chalamet's a good actor.
I assume you saw both Dune movies or just the first one?
Yeah, I've seen almost every Dune movie now. I only have the TV series, like the sequel
2000,
series.
the 2001. This is the one with William Hurt in it, I think.
No, I think I've got that one. The sequel to that though, Children of Dune, I don't
Children
have.
of Dune. Okay.
And then the new prequel I didn't see and probably won't.
Well, at least Sydney Sweeney is, at least for now, a far more classier person compared to Amber Heard, or even, and definitely far more compared to Blake Lively, who seems to be in kind of in the gutter right now. I think.
Yeah. Why is she in actress jail?
I don't know. There was some banter between her and Justin because for that movie she recently appeared in, she was making up stuff about him.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny to be honest. I remember that now.
Yeah,
It was a pretty funny thing to happen. For
yeah.
no reason too, other than Ryan Reynolds just kind of wanted to be a dick.
Mm. Or at least, or I guess in his mind, be a fun dick. I guess I don't know.
I mean, Justin's being a little bit of a baby about it, I think. Oh no, I'm being made fun of in a movie. Oh wow. You know, if there's at least that's the extent that I heard it went, where it's just he got made fun of and he's annoyed about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, there were some rumors she was trying to start too. That also did suck.
Mm-hmm.
But if it had just been about the Deadpool thing, that would have been an amazingly funny lawsuit because it's just like, shut up. Oh no, we made fun of you in Deadpool. Who cares?
Yeah, I have no idea if Immaculate's any good, so I don't want to. So don't spoil it. I'll definitely want to
Which
check
one?
it out. The other Sydney Sweeney movie that she did, Immaculate. I think she was.
Oh yeah, I've got that. I need to see it. It should be pretty good. It looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, Scooby Doo has a new show, huh? Well, who knows if it's going to be any good.
I do. I know. It's gonna suck.
Really?
It's a Scooby Doo show in 2025. It's gonna be terrible.
So something even worse than the live action film, huh?
If I recall correctly, live action films were great.
Well, I haven't fully watched them, but I know some people didn't like the second one as much.
Yeah, no, those were good.
Lawman says, "Greetings, Quinn."
Hey, how's it going? Oh.
Hey, Predator, welcome.
Oh, shit. That controller just wiped me.
Cool to have you in here, man.
Yep. You guys want to see Stalker? Hang on, I can bring that up.
Sure,
It's pretty slick.
Okay, let me...
All right. All right, let's load in. What do I got ammo-wise? And this is just on medium settings, too.
Right.
That's all I can run. It just takes a lot of power to run this.
Okay, just let me edit. Yeah, I was going to the YouTube. And by the way, Alter and Wahman, you now have wrenches.
Nice.
Let me take these off. Okay, well, hopefully you notice you got a modded Alter, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy. Have a good one.
Wait, that's the Archimov theme.
Wahman says, "Nice game."
Yeah, it's great. I swear, I just heard little shades of the Archimov theme.
Oh, you've been a mod for a while, so it was
Yeah.
definitely some time ago. And same with Quinn; he's also a mod.
Yeah.
I believe you said it was Stalker 2, right?
Yeah. I
And this
swear to
is
God.
PC, I assume, right?
I've got it on PC. It's also on Xbox One.
Cool. No worries,
I think
man.
I
It's all
can
good.
agree with that. Uh-oh. Someone's having a fun day over there.
Wildman's asking Quinn, have you played the new Indiana Jones game? It's perfect.
Nah, I've never been a big Indiana Jones guy, so the games haven't really interested me. I hear it's very good though. Machine Head Games is the developer, I think, and they're very good.
Right. No doubt about that.
I hear it's just on the edge of pandering at some parts where it's like the whole people are starting to get sick of the whole like, oh, get an achievement for petting the cat kind of deal, which I can see. I can see that starting to get annoying. I'll always like it, but
I guess Wildman's surprised. What? Really? You're not a fan of indie?
it's just fine. It's it's one of those. It's like Ghostbusters, where it's like I hold no real reverence to them because I was watching shit like The Matrix at 11. So
I'm sure
it's
you like The Matrix too, Wildman. So he
yeah, it's
liked
just
that.
I'm a different flavor of like moviegoer than Indiana Jones, where it's like I can absolutely recognize it's a quality film, but it's just like I'm not really in the demographic. Like Indiana Jones, the first one, it's like, yeah, that's a pretty good movie. And the same with Ghostbusters, like, yeah, that's pretty good. And I've got nothing much more to say about it than that.
Did you ever see a sequel to? Well, Temple Doom was technically a prequel, but did you ever see the
Yeah,
sequel?
yeah, Temple of Doom was also. It's like they're all, even the best ones are like, oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Matrix is cool. I prefer They Live because it has the same storyline. Are you talking about They Live from John Carpenter, Wildman?
They Live does not have the same storyline. It has a similar storyline, but it's not the same. There's not like an element of in the Matrix we did it to ourselves to some degree because we created the machines
Mm-hmm.
and also mistreated the machines. So it's like there's an element of humanity getting comeuppance. Whereas They Live is an outside invading thing,
Yeah, I see where you're
which
going.
is more just conspiratorial kind of old conspiratorial stuff.
Yes, John Carpenter, similar. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see.
also great movie.
Just out of curiosity, you ever had these before? Popcorners?
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah. I got the white cheddar ones. Those are the ones I really like. So it's like eating popcorn, except you don't have to deal with the hassle of the kernels, of course. Shoot 'em up.
Shit. Oh, fuck.
Nope, someone's. Oh, damn,
Got him with my own gun.
shot to death. Damn.
With my own gun by a psychic thing.
Wildman's asking you about Karate Kid, Cobra Kai. You're a fan of that?
Never watched Cobra Kai, Karate Kids. It's okay. It's another one of those things where, yeah, that's pretty good. But it's just I was already out of the target demographic by that time that I saw it. So it's just like, yeah, that's fine, I guess.
But I'm trying to remember, what old thing do you definitely like? I don't know if it's Star Trek. Probably not. I would assume maybe Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah, he likes that. Probably he likes. I assume you like all of them.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy to please with Star Wars. All right, let's just toss a grenade in there. Give him a vibe check.
Grenade.
Oh, shit.
Oh, was that?
That was my own grenade. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you didn't.
I almost fucked myself there.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I first was introduced to Star Trek, but who knows? That could have changed if I saw Star Wars first. But I like
That
both.
was look at that. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
have
a
the
lot
original.
easier.
I have the original 6 movies and the Next Generation on 4K, and they look pretty damn good. Or at least the original movies, the original 6. I haven't watched the Generation 1 in 4K yet.
Is that an anomaly or is that a? I'm gonna. Oh,
Oh, I saw something. Oh, is that like a zombie dog or something?
yeah, they're mutant dogs
Oh, they're
running the
mutant
zone.
dogs, Dan.
The zone
Mutated.
hosts many horrors.
Oh, I think I saw another one. Oh, he's just coming up on you.
Yep, they're fast.
Gosh, it's like they're the hunter dogs.
Yeah, well, I mean, they hunt in packs.
Yeah, obviously.
The rats are even worse.
Oh yeah, because they're probably going to be smaller and they'll be
Harder to hit.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
will tear you apart.
Oof. So it's a far mobile creature for sure.
Yep. Got to get some vodka. I don't have a lot of Psi medication or rad medication right now. If you're ever in a apocalyptic fallout thing, remember, you can negate radiation by drinking alcohol, specifically vodka. This is settled science.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm lying. That's just what happens in this game. But
Oh, that's what happens. Okay.
yeah, it's pretty funny. So where are these pieces of the Psi suit? So 10 meters, 8 meters, 5 meters. There's one. It's weird that it's right there.
Okay, all right. Okay. Okay. Thought I must have missed something, but oh well. Happens.
Hang on, let's get hella fucked up.
It's all good, Wild Man. It's all good. I have no idea if anyone else is going to be joining us. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming. Might be a while. Just depends.
All right.
How's the weather up there? Is it cloudy, rainy, sunny,
It's
or
pretty cold right now. It was pretty
wow.
great the other day. Some people are dealing with some dogs. Uh-oh, bloodsucker.
Those are? I imagine those. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bloodsuckers are bad.
Ah.
There you are.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to rain today. Not sure. Maybe it rained early in the morning. I was already asleep. So yeah.
Oh, fuck, 2 of them.
Or at least let's see Austin weather. Okay, so Friday it's gonna rain. Oh wow, Sunday it's actually gonna drop to the 60s, and this is April. Damn. Good
Well,
part.
April showers bring May flowers.
April showers bring May flowers, huh?
I worked on that movie. I worked on April Rain. That was a literal plot point line in it about counterterrorism. That was a fun movie to work on.
When did you work on this movie?
April Rain was in 2013. Just actually came up to a recently. This is about the 20-something year anniversary almost, or 10.
So 2013. So
12 years. It's been about 12
12.
years.
Yes, I was going to say 12 years.
Yeah.
What about that film that I remember it was you, me, and it was Sam that we kind of watched? What was it called again?
Oh, that was Subprime, the comedy. That was when I was 18.
Yeah.
I was still in high school.
Was it still on your channel or?
I mean, no, it's not. The review is, but the film isn't. The film's on just a copy I bought on YouTube.
Yeah. Did you ever think they would do another one, or you think it was better off just as a one-off?
No, that was a one-off. There was no plans to ever do any sequel.
Yeah. For 18, you had a solid debut.
Bad to do a sequel. Yeah, it'd be bad to do a sequel to Subprime because it's just like not structured for one at all.
All right.
It's meant to be very obviously meant to be one thing. Like how if there was a Soul Plane sequel, it'd be terrible.
Yeah,
Like, you know how Christmas Vacation 2 is terrible, right?
There was a Christmas Vacation too. Damn, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Takes place on an island in the summer.
Okay, I guess I barely remember it.
It's really funny. I was just watching the Red Letter Media review of that, and they just shit on Dennis Quaid relentlessly, and now they have Jack Quaid on as like a guest. It's pretty fun.
Well, he's the son of Dennis Quaid, so I don't know if he ever really. I don't know how much.
No, he's a Red Letter Media fan. He he's talked about it before. And so he's probably seen the episode where they directly shit on his dad. And still he decided, these guys are so funny, I gotta be a part of it. Good. God, Stalker's so much cooler than Fallout.
Well, Randy Quaid is his uncle. Dennis Quaid is definitely his father.
Yeah.
And Meg Ryan, his mother.
Yeah.
A lot of people want Jack Quaid to be Max Payne. What do you think?
I think that screenshot they're using to say it absolutely is made in reference to the specific screenshot used to compare to it. He'd do well, actually. He'd do very well as Max Payne. Just grit him up a little bit more, a couple more years maybe. He'd be great.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Then again, I never played Max Payne, but I've heard a lot of praise for it. I know people don't like the Mark Wahlberg version. So
yeah, I mean that it's so wild that in a era saturated with John Woo clones, kind of with slow motion all over the place, Max Payne the movie decided to not use slow mo almost at all.
Dennis Quaid made a huge comeback recently with The Substance. I have yet to fully watch it, but I've seen how the reaction, of course, and how Dennis Quaid played this real scumbag of a boss, and the way they zoomed on the camera when him chewing on the shrimp in his mouth. Yeah, that was interesting. I don't know if you ever saw The Substance and everything.
I haven't. I hear it's great. I want to see it. I just have not had time to watch anything lately.
See, Johnny Mesnar should have played Max Payne because he sounds and looks just like him. I don't know who that is, sadly.
Yeah, in fucking 2009 he did, maybe. I know that Johnny Mesnar is the guy who was the Mohawk guy in Tears of the Sun. He's a good actor, good action actor. Way too old for for like a Gen 1 Max Payne.
Yeah, maybe back in the early days, yeah.
Yeah, it's what bugs me about a lot of fan casting is that it's always fantastical thinking. It's never like current people. And if it is, they're the most contrived people.
Right.
But it's like, yeah, we're going to get a dead person to play Glup Shido from your favorite childhood franchise, sure. Come on. Kind of, too. It's the most annoying thing about fan casting is that kind of deal where it's like, yeah, we should get Jennifer Connelly from 1991. It's like, well, we can't get that. Are you going to be serious about this? Or are we going to, like, you know, I thought we were trying to get a movie made here.
Johnny Mesner was in Anacondas, who ran the boat.
Yeah, he's just too old now. He might have been pretty good, but he can't fit the part currently. He could maybe do older Max, but I don't want to start off with older Max.
Oh, yeah, speaking of which, I just heard that you probably have never seen it. It was some actor named Richard Chamberlain. He was in an old show called Shogun, not the new one, but the old one back in the
Yeah.
Don't know if you knew about that. While Man Beyond, Richard Chamberlain died. Apparently, he would have been 91, but apparently he died of complications from a stroke, which I don't know what if that was recent or if that was a year back. Who knows? So yeah.
Yeah, the Gene Hackman story is also fucking terrible. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's just gruesome, man. Oh my god.
How can I forget? Keen Solomon's Mines. It was like the canon version of Indiana Jones with a cheaper budget. So. La Quartermine and Keen Solomon's Mines, and there was a sequel a couple years later. And then, of course, we know about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Sean Connery.
That was overhated. It wasn't good, but it was overhated.
Yeah. It's just too bad that Stephen Norton didn't direct anything after that again.
Yeah. Maybe that was his magnum opus, the best thing he was going to do.
Yep, for Keen Solomon's Mines, yeah, he had a good distinctive theme for sure.
I was talking about League.
No, I was talking
about what he was put on the planet to do.
Yeah, I was talking about Jerry Goldsmith.
Being your purpose.
I don't know about that, but I was talking about Jerry Goldsmith, the music he did for the Keen Solomon's Mines. That was with Richard Chamberlain, the actor that passed away recently. So yeah, I can't forget. Sharon Stone was in both those movies.
Yeah.
I think one of them was for free. Maybe, I don't know if they are for free still, but we'll have to see. Okay, yep, the first one's for free. That's for sure. Okay, the first one's free. Okay, so both movies are for free on YouTube, so that's the good news. Of course, and so was John Rhys Davies. He was in the first one, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. I like how they call this Jungle Tape magazine a high-capacity magazine, despite the capacity not changing a second for a bit. That's pretty funny. Mistranslations and stuff.
Now you're in the dark.
Yeah, but I'm in a safe zone, so I'm good. In fact, I should have my weapon holstered. I'm in a camp. All right, where's my next mission? Dead frequency.
Hey, what's up, Gamma John? Thanks for stopping by. Feelings definitely mutual too, man. You keep it up as well.
All right, I'll go over that one. All right.
Yep. Those.
All right. This game does dark so well. Damn.
So there was a Born Identity, so it was actually a TV movie. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're talking about the original one?
Yeah, apparently there was a TV movie. I guess I don't know when it came out, but Richard Chamberlain was in it. I assume he played the title role character. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the 60s or 70s.
Okay, so it's probably.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I don't know if any of y'all saw my Living Daylights tribute that I made. Just posted it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Worked on it for several days, but my previous one, A View to a Kill, it's already got over 2,100 views, and
Nice.
surprisingly has a lot of likes on there. It's got, I think last I checked, it was actually 33 likes on there, no dislikes.
Oh damn, this guy's crashed. Oh, he's a zombie.
Shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
I think it was 80s, that TV movie. Okay, he was also in Thornbirds, which was based on the books. That name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you'll definitely like both of them, Wild Man. I'm quite shocked that the View to a Kill tribute has 33 likes on there, no dislikes. I'm shocked.
Damn, that's good.
Yep,
Yeah, sometimes weird shit kind of just pops off.
Yeah, so far the Living Daylights, it only has like 23 views, but then again, it might definitely increase within the next several days because that's how it happened on my James Bond. It seems like if anything involving Bond or particular franchise, there are definitely going to be some views on it for sure.
That's good.
I mean, I even thought about doing some musical suites from those. Well, really from Living Daylights and possibly License to Kill if I'm able to access it.
Well, yeah, music videos are fun to do.
That's what they kind of were, but the music, the music suites, I'm going to take certain tracks that kind of stood out or have that actual quality moment and put them together. And
Okay.
I know that my Strange Ways suites, which was a band, a Scottish band from they're an album oriented rock type of band.
Mm-hmm.
I know that apparently eventually got a lot of views on those. In fact, one of them has over 5,000 views on it now.
Damn, nice.
The second one's pretty close to the second one would have had actually more than the first, but for whatever reason, YouTube really got bitchy about it, and it eventually got blocked. So I had to remove one song and do a little editing, and thankfully it's still able to view publicly. So
Yeah, I mean, it didn't take away the views, right?
right.
Didn't take away that experience from the people who saw it.
Yep, it's the one that has the most views. It has over 5,200 views. The second one's getting close to 2,000. The first one that I uploaded just got over 1,000.
Fantastic.
And yeah, my subs have been increasing, so I have over 730 actually.
Yeah, that's cool.
Maybe I might do a tribute video, but I'm trying to decide what to do on that one and when I'm going to do it.
Yep. I got to get back to work on New Souls. I just figured out the kind of structure I want to have for it, like fully. Like I'm writing an actual outline now, rather than just mostly stream of consciousness and reminding myself of stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, man, copywriters are so uptight.
Yeah.
It's a thing, as Trenchy would say.
Being fair, as long as you're under 1,000 subs, though, you could still pretty much just use copyright as much as you want.
Yeah.
They'll very rarely block you. They'll just block you in certain regions or demonetize. And if you're not monetized anyway, it's like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I'm not monetized. I mean, even if I don't get a huge amount of subs, despite the fact that I'm growing, it doesn't matter to me.
It's good. Yeah, YouTube should never be like a job.
Are you asking me or are you asking both of us? Well, man,
it's more so. Oh, I thought you'd say.
I've heard of her. Is she the one that did the? Well, it's not called Sailway. It's it's Moloko or whatever. I think that's okay. He said both. Maybe I'm thinking of a different artist. I have to go look up in my. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Memory of Trees. Okay, I don't know if it's.
Oh.
Okay, let me try this. Okay, I guess it is Sail Away. Yeah, Orinoco Flow. Yep, it is. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was correct on that.
Orinoco Flow is a good ass song.
She did a song for Lord of the Rings. Interesting. Yeah, that was, if I'm not mistaken, that's like the early 90s. Like 92 is when that song came out.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to figure out some things, not in real life, but I'm trying to figure out if there's a job that it's quite similar, but it'll pay a little more. It'll pay like $2.50 more. Do you think I should go for it or consider it?
I mean, yeah, consider.
And I'm wondering if I save like over, let's say, I definitely saved up 5 digits so far, and technically I have another amount of money in a CD right now that's currently current interest. I'm just wondering if apartments will at least allow, if you saved up, let's say 40 grand, do you think they'll allow you to rent from them, or will they still have to look at how much you earn and all that stuff?
They'll still check on how much you earn, probably. I think.
Yeah. But then again, I really want to see if it's possible to get a house. But the thing was, I was hoping my dad would help me out on that, but I don't know if he's going to. Yeah. Apparently, I heard the banks offered that, but I don't know if it's a good idea, or if I guess it depends on the bank itself.
Yeah.
Because if there's a chance that I can find a $200,000 house, that's at least two beds, 2 bedrooms, I can live with that.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's even for that small of a house, it's probably still going to be what, $500,000 in where you're at in California, unless you get a deal or something.
I mean, I live with a roommate, and we both pay about $1,400.
Damn.
So I got very lucky. Yeah.
Because it might have been double that.
Yeah. And I live in a pretty good neighborhood too.
Yep. Is it gated or anything? Wooden fence or no gates around there?
Yeah, we got a gate.
That's good. Does it have a garage or anything, or no?
No, we have a parking area inside the gate, which is good. It's just not a covered garage, essentially.
Right.
God, these guys take a lot of rounds.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched it. But I do know that song, Sail Away, it appeared in the Gran Turismo movie for a bit, because that's what John liked to listen to when he was, trying to get prepped for the race and everything. I don't know if you ever saw the Neil Blomkamp Gran Turismo.
I did not. I do know he just recently saved Game Informer, though. And he's getting to do Starship Troopers.
Yeah, let's hope that he can actually stay aboard it, because, he was going to supposedly do the RoboCop reboot, and that never, and he ended up leaving that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I still like to see him get a crack at, the Alien franchise, but,
yeah,
that's probably not going to happen. I assume you saw Alien Romulus, or you haven't yet?
Yeah, it was pretty okay. A little bit sloppy.
Yeah, I didn't mind it either. And I think, and if I understood Realm and Beyond, he didn't mind it either. But I know that Rambo Raw for Life did not like the movie at all.
Yeah, but he's also like reviewing porn movies at request, so like I don't respect his opinions on much.
Gotcha.
Did you see him complaining about the other people on Facebook? About this other channel, where it's like he was complaining about this other channel. He's like, do they buy views or something? It's like, bitch, what do you do that's substantively different from what they do? They just have better thumbnails, kinda, is the whole deal.
I don't know.
I guarantee you their content is not much worse, quote unquote.
According to Woman, Neil Blomkamp, they fucked that guy over.
They really did. Chappie was great. I'll say it.
I didn't mind it.
It's so funny how it was like RoboCop in the fact that Hugh Jackman just fucked his cushy life over for no reason other than hubris. That was great.
Yeah, Alien Ramos is not perfect, but was fun.
Yeah, I really didn't like the. I guess this is a bit of a spoiler, but it's a spoiler that's like barely a bit. But I didn't like how they used Ash.
You mean
I didn't like
Rook?
that little memberberry.
You mean
No,
Rook?
no Ash, isn't it? Ash the robot.
He's in the first one. It's Rook as the character in Alien Romulus. It looks similar to Ash, but it's not Ash.
I mean, it's the same model. I guess I forgot they do have that as a name rather than a designation for him. But yeah, I didn't like Rook. I didn't like using Ian Holm when they should have used David.
I wonder if it's possible they might factor him in the next movie.
I hope so. I really liked Fassbender as David. I'm like a diehard Covenant guy. I liked Covenant.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember how much Matt liked Covenant.
Yeah, well, he's also, as I've said publicly before, and I'll probably say again, he's not the brightest guy. And I don't think he'd say that either, that he's particularly smart. It's just he's got bad taste in a lot of things. So do I, but
Right.
we'll call each other's bad tastes out when it matters.
Reactors are becoming the new rock stars of YouTube. In a way, yeah, they are. If you're
That's a
talking about
goddamn shame. I was just watching fucking Nostalgia Critics movie, To Boldly Flee. What a horseshit movie.
I haven't seen
that movie. Was really so bad. And it's like it's at least 3 hours. It's the length of like The Irishman. And it's just nonsense movie reviewers who, as what's his name said so goddamn poignantly, as I forget his actual name, this one guy, but as someone said very poignantly, he makes his bread and butter screaming at movies made for children unreasonably. It's like, yeah, that's that type of person. It's pretty funny that person exists and flourishes at this point.
Reactors are reminding why people love movies because they're so enthusiastic and they really get into it. Interesting way to put it.
Are they, or most of them just cynical hacks who need to grow up and not scream about movies made for children?
Or certain reactors are only doing it, just to get the views and everything and the subs, which is understandable.
Well, yeah, that's why you put a video out, though, is to get the views. You put content out to be seen. You put art out to be seen. There's no point in doing it otherwise. So that's not something I'll hold against someone. It's like, yeah, he's obviously doing it to get views. It's just like, come on, you can't. You're going to admit to have, like, some people, like, this childless old man is going to admit to having watched Snow White, the Disney live-action remake? Come on. I'd be too embarrassed. It's like, of course that's going to suck. Duh. It's got Gal Gadot as the evil queen. Did we think this needed deliberation?
I'm wondering if they're saying that maybe she was the only good thing about it.
No, she was terrible, I guarantee it.
What about Rachel Ziegler?
Also terrible, but she's a young actress. She should be saying the shit she's saying, to be honest. And Gal Gadot should know better at her age. To not get into a public political fight with regarding a genocide, Right.
Yeah.
Ziegler, I can she's 23. She's stupid, of course. Are we surprised? Kind of deal.
Right. Yeah, she says. Well, I've definitely checked her out while I'm in, so I know she is. She seems pretty cool, and she met. I saw that she actually met Tom Cruise at the Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, Dead Reckoning. Yeah.
Nice, cool.
Yeah, because apparently, I guess somehow someone who works for Tom Cruise saw her reactions to his movies and the Mission Impossible franchise, and somehow Tom Cruise managed to reach out. So that's
it's pretty sick. Good for her.
Yeah, and her sister Carly. Yeah, I believe Carly was even with her, during the attending premiere of Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. I definitely
Hopefully
will.
she, hopefully she gets a chance to make better choices than the fucking live action Snow White.
Which one, Ziegler or both actresses, or
Zegler.
right?
Gal Gadot, she's already kind of done in my eyes. I don't care for her too much.
I guess you don't care much for the the Wonder Woman movies.
I mean, that was okay. The first one was fine. I didn't see the second one.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't seem to care much for the second one.
Yeah, I've just never seen a Gal Gadot performance where it's like, yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, all I know is that I guess she's going to apparently be back in the Fast and Furious movies. I'm like, well, what a shock! They kill her off and then they bring her back. I guess, but I don't recall
Yeah.
her ever being that much of a popular character.
No, but I mean, it's also Hollywood's insanely desperate.
And Woman said Gal Gadot was overrated as Wonder Woman.
Well, yeah, it's the character's overrated. All these fucking comic book characters tend to be immensely overrated. As much
Man,
as that term does also actually kind of suck as a term, really doesn't mean anything. But like, there are a lot of people talking about how like interesting, and it's just I don't know. I don't connect with a lot of comic book characters. I connect with Yatsuba.
and Woman says no more Fast and Furious.
If they keep making money, it's like I'm never gonna be forced to see him. So who cares? I kind of want to see him.
I didn't
Let's see
mind
how
Jason Momoa. At least he was kind of fun in the villains in kind of a fun guilty pleasure way.
Yeah. Where the fuck am I going?
He says he could have seen Moon Bloodgood as Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've seen her in anything. I haven't seen Killers of the Flower Moon yet.
I know that Moon Bloodgood was in Terminator Salvation.
Oh yeah, that's who I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of it. I'm thinking of the wrong actress. But yeah, she was pretty good in Terminator. Passable.
Mm-hmm. And
Wasn't
she was on some show called Journeyman back in 2007. It didn't last for long. It lasted maybe some episodes or something.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, she was also in that movie Fast that had The Rock in it.
Yeah.
Moon Bloodgood is on OnlyFans. Damn, I didn't.
Oh,
And
no.
you interact with her.
That's awful.
She
That's
is super.
so terrible. I feel so bad for her actually now. I mean, if she enjoys doing it, God bless. But Jesus Christ. From
She's
Terminator Salvation to OnlyFans.
and she was married, but apparently it only lasted 7 years, from 2011 to 2018. I didn't know she. Well, I don't know. I didn't know she did OnlyFans, but okay.
I hope that's not true.
It sadly looks like it is. OnlyFans. Check out my new OnlyFans page at Real. This was back in December of last year, apparently, so it must have been recent.
That's so terrible.
Unless if she's just doing, unless if she's not doing anything harmful. I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, to be fair, OnlyFans isn't specifically that harmful as long as you go into it with the right attitude kind of deal. I mean, it is a little bit, but also like, women have agencies over their bodies type deal. So it's not like we could stop them. But it's also like, you can also even do like non-sexual content on OnlyFans. I have an account because I followed Legion of Skanks, which I know that sounds not like a non-sexual thing, but they're a comedy troupe.
But according to Wildman, he says I talked to her about normally stuff. I don't ask her to take her clothes off.
Then what are you doing on OnlyFans? Kind of, you could do that on Twitter.
OnlyFans is kind of like new Playboys. What I don't know about that. I feel like
so you mean OnlyFans also has people willing to lie about what the purpose of it is? That's what Playboy was back in the day. That's what OnlyFans is now. So yeah, okay, that's a good comparison.
Never thought of it that way.
It's like, are we still pretending we read the articles in Playboy? Come on. I hear him. I hear this guy.
She looks a bit different. I mean, I get that she's aged considerably, but
Plastic surgery.
yeah, or I don't know.
Uh,
I,
damn, she was a natural beauty too.
yeah, she was in her late 30s back in what, it was 2009.
Yeah. Really good example of just badass chick. Could have been a Michelle Rodriguez contender.
Yep, she could have been. Yeah, she was what 34, maybe probably 33 when she did, or maybe even 32 when she did Terminator Salvation.
Jesus, we're all just getting old, man.
Yeah, I'm getting old. And I'm definitely feeling it for sure.
I'm about to hit 34 in a couple days.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, so in April, huh?
Yep. For April 1st. I'm a fool.
April Fools.
Yep.
Actually made an AI version of Blood God as Wonder Woman and showed it to her, and she liked it. Interesting. I hope it was actually her that you showed it to. It was, and hope you didn't show it to someone who's running her site. So, because the majority of them will have someone run their OnlyFans.
Yeah, and
Seems
it's
like
usually
very
dudes.
dudes or different women or something.
Imagine being the dude that has to wade through an OnlyFans like barrage of dick pics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I finished my water. What am I thinking?
That would suck to have to why like I get kind of to some degree why someone wouldn't want to run their own OnlyFans, but like also why would the other person, like, you'd have to pay that person a lot of money. I'd have to be paid a lot of money to manage an OnlyFans, and it'd be money poorly spent because I'm not good at managing social media accounts.
Right.
But if ladies, if you're looking to have someone manage your OnlyFans account, I'm available to.
But they had to pay you a good amount of money, right?
Yeah, they have to pay me a lot of money for poor work, but yeah, I'm available. God, it looks like I'm kind of stuck here. Maybe I'll do Hangout. I'm going to switch games to SCP.
Sure. It's
Or
all right.
maybe Insurgency.
Right. And she linked her OnlyFans on Instagram. She did her own video. She did videos on Instagram promoting it. Okay. Good to know. I wonder if she has a YouTube account. Maybe she'd be better off doing that.
I don't know. It didn't work out for Opie Radio. Jesus
I know at
Christ,
one point.
the fall of Opie has been wild.
I know that Vanessa Hudgens had a YouTube channel at one point. I don't know if she's still on there. Even Rachel Zegler has one. So
yeah, most, like, what was Timothy Chalamet's? Didn't he do like custom Xbox controllers?
I don't know honestly.
If
So.
I recall, he used to do that back in the day, which based nice, cool. All right, we'll do one match of this maybe, and then go to Call of Duty. I've been playing the old Call of Duty, and by old I mean 2019. Fucking rocks. But this is Insurgency Sandstorm. This one's pretty good.
Right. Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta whiz.
All right.
All right, back again. Alrighty. Let's see if I can do something.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Just I forgot to mention Rachel Zegler was trying to sue Disney for, I guess, blacklisting her. I don't know if you. I'm sure you heard about that,
Good.
right?
Good. Fuck them. Fuck Disney. I hope they lose. They won't, but I wish they would.
Yes, Walt Disney himself, the actual man that created it, will be rolling his grave in such discontent.
Maybe.
What have we turned into? Horror or
What do we Well, first you'd be like, what are all these Jews doing hanging around my office buildings? That's probably the first thing Walt Disney would think about. Wow, when did they have these?
like right early in the morning at midnight. I did a live commentary of the underrated little teen comedy flick called Just One of the Guys. Don't know if you ever heard of it or seen it. So.
Nope.
Yeah, me and Wallman, that was our first commentary, and definitely had fun with it.
Nice.
Yeah, probably we'll do another one. I don't know if anyone else would join, but we were thinking about doing another underrated little flick called Men at Work with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
Mm-hmm.
And Keith David was on that. He really steals the show in that movie for sure.
Nice.
For the time, it's what, 3:24 where you're at, or is it 4:24? Yeah, I'll just look it up. Okay, yeah, 3:25. So I got 3 people watching. I don't know. I assume it could be. I assume it's Wallman Beyond watching, or someone else. I wonder if it's if I have a lurker that's a looker that feels betrayed by me. Could be a possibility.
Hang on. I'm gonna do Call of Duty actually.
Alrighty.
All right.
So the house that you're renting, it's a pretty good square footage in there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's everything I need.
And your roommate's definitely a cool person, pays the bills on time and everything, no problem.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a friend of yours or you just happened to mutually meet through Craigslist or whatever it was that you used. Or
He was a co-star on the show I do.
okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about moon blood good. I guess maybe not surgery, but maybe there might maybe it's just the fact that she's she's getting close to 50, so maybe
Okay.
that's why. The one picture looked a little off, so I didn't know if it was surgery or just maybe her makeup was not done right or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows? Hang on. I'm gonna go get some water.
Did you say butter?
Water.
Water. Okay. Water, agua, the element of life. Did you get your water?
Yep.
All right, I got 2 people watching. I don't know if anyone else is going to be coming in or not. Probably people just lurking because I'm not watching it. I don't know if StreamYard would read me as a different watcher or be indifferent on there. I don't know. So
Yeah, I wonder.
So April 4th, The Friend. Oh yeah, the new Bill Murray movie that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got a small release already. So oh yeah, the Minecraft movie. How can I forget about that? I mean, how do you feel about that? Looks terrible, huh?
Yeah, I don't even like the game. The movie looks terrible.
Supposedly got 3 people, but we'll see if that stays at that spot.
Yeah.
Supposedly it had 5 at one point, but they quickly dropped. People just lurking more than likely.
Mm.
I mean, when you first, I guess since you were renting and you're not renting it by yourself, I assume you saved a considerable amount of money to to do all that, right?
Yep.
I assume it's probably in the 5 digits or something.
I'm not sure. I think it's still 4.
Still 4, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if I do have to rent a house, should I probably consider a roommate? Maybe I don't know. I guess it's really up to me. So yeah,
Yep.
because if it was just me, it'd probably be way more difficult.
Yeah.
And let's say if I do get a house or buy one, there's taxes to consider, not just payments, but
Yeah.
property tax. Unless if I served in the military, you would get like you wouldn't qualify it to a certain age, and that could take a while.
Mm-hmm.
Now I get 4 people in here. It's okay. If you want to say something, as long as you say something civil, I have no problem with. Go right ahead.
Or you can threaten to kill politicians. Either way.
Let's hope we don't have to go to that far. So, but you meant Moon, but Moo Bloodgood also does live streams on OnlyFans, but she talks normal stuff, no nudity. She's a good conversationalist. Yeah,
Then why isn't she on YouTube?
I don't know. I guess maybe. I guess if there's like, well, I guess it's. Is it, well, maybe that's on her. That's the choice that she made. So
Yeah, it is a marketing strategy. Understand it. You don't necessarily even have to judge it, but you do have to understand. Just to use the platform is a slight marketing strategy.
he's asking you about the new Superman movie. What do you think?
I've got no thoughts on that.
Yeah,
It's a Superman movie.
I want to hope it can be good, but then again, we just don't know for sure. It's James Gunn. What can I say?
He's usually got good shit.
Yeah, I assume you definitely like the reboot of Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I like the original, but I also like the remake.
I assume you saw movie 43, right?
I did not know.
Oh, okay. I thought
Jesus
that you.
Christ, they're piecing these out, the fucking Ninja Turtles packs in Call of Duty. Ugh. It's terrible, man. Why are they doing that? They shouldn't even have the Ninja Turtles in this fucking game.
So the Ninja Turtles are in the Call of Duty game. Is that what you're saying, or is this a
2,400 each, yeah.
Hmm.
It's like, how many COD points is that? It's about $20 a pop. You can play as each of your individual favorite Ninja Turtles in Call of Duty Zombies. It's fucking awful.
Was there a particular favorite Ninja Turtle, or do you like them all?
I was never a Ninja Turtles guy. I don't actually care about the Ninja Turtles, and I want them out of Call of Duty.
I never thought they'd be in Call of Duty.
Yeah. You could be a shark man. Come on, man.
Well, good for her. You know, she's got to make. I guess she's got to make some money. I don't know if she even still acts anymore, or if she does. I guess it's on a limited basis.
All right, we'll do some zombies, I guess.
Apparently, she was in a movie called Detained that came out last year. Yeah, even the character's name is Detective Moon. And it has Abby Cornish in the film.
Huh.
But I don't think it was a theatrical release, so and if it was very limited. Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Yeah. Just independent films, I figured. Yeah, because what was the last movie that you did that had a theatrical release? Okay, she was in a movie called Eight Below. Is that a penguin? Oh, no, it's a dog movie. That had Paul Walker in it. This was back in 2006. Jason Biggs was in the movie from American Pie. Right. I know that she appeared in Faster that had The Rock in it. That's where I remembered her from. I actually booked her on a cameo before she joined OnlyFans. I'm sure she was. That's cool. And apparently, she appeared in an episode of Magnum PI. An episode on NCIS Los Angeles. 6 episodes. That was from 2019 to 2020. So after post-pandemic, she didn't seem to do a whole lot. Just did a guest spot in Magnum PI, Dante's Hotel, and Detained, and that's pretty much it so far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because after Faster, she just seemed like she did probably more independent work rather than theatrical work. And I'm guessing she definitely lent her voice to the Terminator Salvation video game. Interesting enough.
Yeah, that game sucked.
That it did.
It was mid.
Mm. And she had to.
And they tried to make a TV show out of the game footage. It was terrible.
Mm. And then she apparently was in the Street Fighter movie, the 2009 one, Legend of Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Pathfinder. I think I have that movie. I don't know if it's here or if it's in storage. So, yeah. Who can forget that show, North Shore? Yeah, forgot that Jason Momoa was on that show. That's cool that you've interacted with her. Wow, man. As long as you, if you're having a normal interaction with her, that's cool. Just don't pay for stuff that I wouldn't pay for.
Yeah, at least make sure it's good stuff when you pay for it.
Right.
None of this fucking garbage, put your boobs in a book bullshit.
The boob bookworm. So she was in a movie called The Sessions. Interesting. That had Helen Hunt in there, it looks like. Yeah, Helen Hunt, William H. Macy, John Hawkes. So apparently that was in the box office, but that looks more like an independent movie, it seems. What's Cameo exactly? Is this some kind of other platform? I'm not really familiar with it.
Cameo is a site where celebrities who aren't specifically working so much can send messages that can be paid to send messages to fans.
Okay. Well, maybe I have heard of it. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
So he booked Natasha Henstridge. That's cool. Super cool. That's nice. And Mr. D Man, what's up? Yo yo. Okay, yeah. Quinn basically filled me in on that, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Mini convention app, yeah. It's very. I'll say this: it's definitely convenient. Speaking of Natasha Henstridge, apparently that movie Species, it's going to be 30 years old pretty soon.
Damn. Nice. It's a good movie.
Yeah, that's easily the best one. It's on Tubi for free as well too. So
Nice.
I think even the sequels. I think all of them might be on for free. I assume.
Tubi has some good shit.
Yeah, Species 2 is on there. I don't see 3 or 4, but maybe I'm wrong. No, they even have the Third Exorcist on there too.
Yeah, nice.
Let's see. Yep, Species 3, and yeah, Species The Awakening. So even Stigmata's on there.
Neat.
Hell, even American Wolf in Paris is on there. The Rage Carry 2. Of course, what else would be new? Sydney Sweeney in a Species remake. Maybe they could continue off on the second one, except this time they can focus kind of, I don't know. Well, not the second one, but maybe the third one where maybe, it takes on a different approach rather than what we saw in the straight-to-video sequel. Oh, now we're going to be talking about Hot Woman. Okay, well, all right. Genesis Rodriguez. Yeah, I sort of remembered her. I know she did that movie with Sam Worthington. I forget what it was called.
Anyways, I should be going. I got some stuff I got to do. I'll talk to you later, Scotty.
All right. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good one, okay?
I might come back in later, but yeah.
Okay.
Talk later. Peace. Have a good stream.
You too. That was Quinn. Yeah, Genesis Rodriguez. Well, she's a beautiful Latina. What can I say? And we're just going to leave it at that. But yes, yeah. And Wyman says, waves at Quentin for goodbye. But I forget, how old is she's probably in her 30s, I assume, right now. So Genesis Rodriguez. So yeah, who knows? There might be maybe there'll be some lovely woman that will pop in my stream, but I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. So unless if it's a bot. Yeah, she's 37 years old. 5'5". Yeah, I guess before COVID hit, she'd only done one movie, and I guess she's doing a lot of TV work now these days. You mean, well, he's definitely fond of Danielle Harris, and I think a few others. That's what I remember. I remember that's what he really liked. That's who he likes meeting, and he has met her before, so that's cool. So yeah, maybe I should put on the Cobra shades. Maybe some badass attitude will reside within me. So let's find. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, they definitely, if they're going to do another Halloween, they need to bring her. They should probably definitely bring her back. I know you'll definitely be, up for that for sure. Damn, that sucks. No high quality woman, huh? That sucks. So, I mean, even around here, that's not much. That's sadly, I don't have much around here unless if I go into the city. But even then, you don't know who you're going to run into. And dating apps are. Hey, I have an idea. If I'll type it up to you, and I hope to create a. Well, I got a better one. I'm going to send it to you in the Instagram chat. So give me a second, wow, man. And my eBay app went out. I don't know what that's about. I'll put it in quotations. That's what I'm going to do. Unless someone bought me. I mean, not. Why did I say that? Unless someone bought something from me on eBay, but I didn't hear a little cha-ching thing go off. So yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. Just now send it to you, Wall man. You might have to go in and out to check it. So yeah. Well, let me see what that. It's probably just nothing on eBay. So. It's right here. Okay. All right. I don't know if it was at a convention. I think it was at the Halloween premiere, and apparently when they actually, if I'm not mistaken, they apparently later mentioned they did not have a good experience meeting her. And apparently, I guess Jimmy got wind of that, so she supposedly sent them books, something for their kids or something. So yeah, I'm not sure if it was at a convention, unless if this was something else that happened I didn't know about. But yeah, so apparently I got a message. Is this involving maybe the shoes that I'm trying to sell on eBay? Okay, hold on. Come on, just go there. Oh, yeah, someone's asking me lowest. Yeah. Boy, lowest. I don't know if I want to go that far. Exactly. That's right. I'm the cure. I just need a weapon with some laser sighting on there, and I'd be good to go. And those bad guys will feel the heat for sure. They shall feel the heat. But I'm not. This is where the law stops and where I start. Sucker. Okay, gotta probably not smile, so I gotta be a little more serious. So, this is where the law stops and where I start. Sucker. Well, I probably have to do it without the glasses. I don't know. If they're going to do a Cobra sequel, they should have done it much sooner. I mean, the film did reasonably okay, but apparently, according to them, it wasn't a big hit. So, it is what it is. So, well, I'll still, believe it or not, I will take Zendaya over Rachel Ziegler. At least there's some class about her in comparison to Rachel Ziegler. Because all Rachel Ziegler it's just nothing but bash this, or it's not a certain way, or whatever it is, or it's me. So, yeah. But I don't want to even think about Rachel Ziegler right now. I'm not going to interact with her, nor am I ever going to meet her. So, highly doubtful. Yep, throwback. But in the modern Hollywood day, modern Hollywood. So yeah. I don't deal with cycles. I put them away. I'm sure you know where that's from. You know what's bad for your health? Me. Or clean up your act. Shirt rip. Well, the thing was with Cobra when he did the pizza, it was actually in the freezer. So I wonder how long it was in there. Maybe it was in there for maybe the morning hour or something. So maybe I need to put my just put whenever I put pizza in the fridge, put the pizza in the fridge, leftover pizza in general. Maybe I should do that. Just cut it with scissors and in reference to Rachel Ziegler, I could care less. So, well, there you go. There you go now. Yes, I'm surprised that you know what? Maybe she should try her hand at Scream. She would definitely put the Sydney and Sweeney. Now, maybe she can be the Sidney Prescott's daughter in the future or something. A huge time jump will occur. Oh yeah, because they're both in Euphoria, which I have yet to even see. So yeah. Or better yet, maybe she could be the sister of Marley Shelton's character. Maybe that might be better. You'll just watch it for the Sweeney, of course. Oh yeah, what was that? Last Unicorn or something? Yeah, it's not doing that great. I have to go back and look at it. Yeah, Death of a Unicorn. Yeah, it only made like 5.8 million. I wonder how much it cost to make. I'm curious. I would assume not a lot, but you never know. Death of a Unicorn. Let's check out. Let's see what the budget for that movie was. 15 million. So it's not going to be horrible, but it's not going to make money. So yeah. Yeah, I don't hate I don't hate Jenna Ortega. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, I guess she did okay in the new Beetlejuice movie, but it felt like, I don't know, just like the whole thing. There were some moments that worked and some moments that definitely didn't work. I guess that's supposed to be a sinking ship or something. Or yeah, the death, or maybe it's the unicorn. Okay, I'm wearing glasses, so maybe I should look at that better. Yep, it's a unicorn. It's got a pointer. Yeah, it's definitely a unicorn. So yeah, that's for sure. So yeah, it's the cool guy that strikes. That's something I made up, by the way. But yeah, let's see if I can think of some interesting lines from Cobra that stand out. That he had his glasses on. I think I've said them all already. Tell it to the judge. The Last Unicorn. Okay, so there was a movie called The Last Unicorn. Maybe I was mixing that up. So there is The Last Unicorn. I don't know who was in it. Now I have to check it out for my own little curiosity's sake. The Last Unicorn. Is this the 1982 flick that you're referring to? Okay, apparently Mia Farrow did the voice of that. The Lost Unicorn. Budget $3.5 million. And it's it's distributed by ITC Entertainment. Yeah, I know they were the ones that did Raise the Titanic, and I would assume they did all the Stepfather movies 1 to 3, not the reboot in 2009. Oh yeah. Well, he didn't have the glasses on, so no hard feelings, pal. And then, aptly enough, Andrew J. Robinson's character was supposed to be part of the the New World cult. So yeah. So Jeff Bridges was in that animated film. Interesting. Oh wait, almost tried to go back, but I'm not on that page. So yeah. Oh really? He's also on Cameo. The guy who did the song "Feel the Heat." That Gene something rather. No. Yeah, it is what it is. That's on them and who they're casting. I know that Kevin Williamson is writing it, so maybe that will be a good thing. Hopefully. And he's directing it, but he hasn't directed since Teaching Mrs. Tingle, and that was back in 98, 99 that he did that. So what other good lines can I remember? No feelings. I already did this is where the law stops and where I start, sucker. I did that already. Come on, gotta think of some. I used everything I had. Damn, Cindy's me. Yeah, of course she does. What else is new? She got them curves. But yeah. What was I going to say? Another potentially great quote from Cobra. Maybe I should look at IMDb. Maybe it'll help refresh my mind. Hey, dirtbag, you're a lousy shot. I don't like lousy shots. You wasted a kid for nothing. Now I think it's time to waste you. There you go. There's one right there. I just remembered. In reference to, the supermarket, go ahead. I don't shop here. You want to talk? Let's talk, amigo. I'm a sucker for good conversation. Well, I'll say the Scream 6 was a little better, but not by much. I think, honestly, to me, I like Scream 3. I think it's highly underrated. I wish people would stop shitting on it so much. Roman was not that bad. If anything, you know what? Let's get to a little rant here. A lot of people were saying, oh, the killers in Scream 5 and 6 were awesome. No, I'm sorry. Roman Bridger would bitch slap those fucking killers into the next Oblivion universe. He'd destroy those amateurs in like seconds. Maybe not Jill, but he'll still be able to handle her. I wish, people need to stop shitting on Roman so much. I'm tired of that. He's not that bad of a killer. Like I said, he'll bitch smack those fucking other amateurs and destroy them in 5 seconds, maybe even less. But that's just me. Just a little mini rant. Oh yeah, that's another commentary that I'm thinking that's possible to do. That's a highly underrated flick right there. Like, there's a few certain movies I've thought about. Like I Come in Peace. Well, actually, yeah, that's one I just now thought of. I Come in Peace. Stone Cold, Men at Work. Those could be good little commentaries to do. Especially since I Come in Peace was filmed in Texas, but it was filmed more in the Houston area than anything. What? Interesting enough, in 1987, Canon Films did attempt to make a sequel to Cobra Part 2, but that never materialized. And then apparently there was going to be a television series in development with Robert Rodriguez serving as, director and creator. But as of 2024, it's not known if the project's in development. So I'm guessing something happened in the project what kaput, I guess. So we'll see. But let's go to some Cobra coats. Did I say coats? I meant quotes, not coats. Come on, where's those quotes? How dare you deny me the quotes of Cobra? It's a quotable movie. And I know I already said you're diseased and I'm the cure, though Wildman already kind of gave that one to me. So okay, here's how it went. All right, just relax, amigo. You want to talk? We'll talk. I'm a sucker for good conversation. I'll deal with cycles, I put them away. Okay, I already did the bad shot. In reference to Gonzalez making a little threat against Monty, you know what your trouble with you is? You're too violent. Yep. I think Brian Bosworth deserved, well, I don't know. I mean, he was okay, but Jeff Speakman definitely deserved a much bigger career than what he got. So, yeah. And Lance Henriksen was good in that role as well, too, so got to give him credit on that. Really, you were hoping that Brian Bosworth would be Reacher? Really? How old is he now? He's probably what? 60s, 70s right now, probably. Yeah, it's yeah, probably so. I wouldn't be surprised on that. John Cena Wiener. Okay. Well, 6:05. Time does fly. Or does it? Yeah. Sadly, I couldn't think of any other lines from Cobra that are memorable. You know. Oh yeah, the part where he says, Cobra Eddie, you got an attitude problem. Yeah, but it's just a little one. I wonder if there would have been more memorable lines if Stallone didn't cut the movie, because I know it was going to be close to a 2-hour movie, but for whatever reason he made more drastic cuts to it. Supposedly some of this footage was aired on a TV version, and I think some of it is available, but then there's probably other footage, but I think I've heard it's probably not in the best shape. Cobra Kai, never die. It would be nice if we get an extended cut of Cobra, or a TV cut of it at least, but probably that's not going to happen. But we shall see. And do I have that movie with me or not? Let's see. Conan, for someone's. No, it's probably in storage. So yeah. I know when next year rolls around, definitely going to have to do another commentary on that. Do a commentary for Cobra. Honoring the Italian stallion himself, Sylvester Stallone. We definitely should do that. Yeah, maybe they could do a Cobra video game that could be like a sequel, and Stallone can lend his voice or something, like some years later, involving maybe a New World Order or someone that was a former member of what we saw in '86. Maybe there can be a connection there. Who knows? Be right back, guys. Gotta whiz. Okay, back. Needed some agua. Take another sip. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go that route, but I guess sometimes things never materialize. So it is what it is. That'd be cool. I mean, I'd be down for it. It all depends on if they can fit it into their schedule. You know, definitely need Zero Cool, One Man Beyond, and Matt Thomas. He'll I'm trying to think of another guy. Gabo Ryu Kane. I'm sure he'll love to do one as well. So, So I'm wondering if someone wants to do a live commentary quest, I might be open to that. But I might try to pick 3 different movies. We can the movie choices will have Men at Work. Gosh, what was the other one I was thinking of? Not Cobra, because I want to do that like next year. Men at Work. Come on, I said this earlier, and now I'm blanking on it. I have to probably go back and watch what I said. Yeah. Oh, come on. I can't believe I'm blanking on the names. How dare my freaking memory's starting to fail me now. Maybe someone could help me out. Oh, yeah. I Come in Peace would be one. Maybe even Stone Cold. But there's the commentaries I want to redo because it had a certain someone on there that I don't associate with anymore. Like Leviathan, Deep Rising, those could be possibilities too. Those were fun. Especially since Leviathan's on Tubi. I assume it's still on Tubi for free for right now. Stakeout. I don't know if I have that film. I'd have to rent it. I wonder if that's on Tubi. There's a possibility, but we'll see. Let's see if Stakeout is on Tubi. Nope. I know it's on. I think it's on Blu-ray, but is the Blu-ray like? Is it rare now? Because if it's Kino Lorber and if it came out, some years back, it might be hard to get for a good price. It might be a, out of print price and to the last. I don't know about that. I might have to the last committee. Hey, come on, Pillow, stay the fuck up there. But it probably won't. Whatever. So you hope something like that will happen, but it will be more animated than, in non-canon. Okay. Okay, the last committee. The last committee. Okay, is this the 2024? Oh, yeah. Cynthia Ruthrock's in it, and Matthias Hughes. It's funny how Matthias Hughes, because he's in I Come in Peace. That could be a fun little commentary there for sure. Men at Work, I Come in Peace. Stone Cold. I wonder if I should do a Robot Jocks commentary. That was kind of like my little introduction to live action robots back in the day. Even though sadly I can still see the wires on the robots. But of course, when you were a kid and I didn't exactly have the best vision because I eventually had to wear glasses. But that was such a cool thing. I still have the Shop Factory Blu-ray. I know Arrow would release, the Empire films, which had that. I think it had Reanimator and what was it? From Beyond. I see. Well, it's a possibility. You know, something could happen. Anything's possible. But it seems like we fans have some pretty inventive ideas that should definitely, get produced and definitely will satisfy, fans of both genres and the franchises respectively. So yeah. But sorry, I'm just trying to think of what I got to figure out a way to carry a conversation. Let's see. Maybe I can grab something from the shelf. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if anyone remembers this show here. It's 20 years old now. And remember this show here? Point Pleasant? Yeah. She could have been a big, huge TV star at least, but I know that she would go on to appear on CSI, but if you recognize this actor here, he was in Melrose Place as Jake. So yeah. Don't know if anyone, for those who are still watching my stream, so yeah. Maybe I should do a review of that, and this wouldn't take us long. Yeah, though some fan films don't always turn out that way too, as well. So, but if it didn't have that kind of corporate feel to it, then yeah, I have no idea. Okay, so you've never seen that show before? Yeah, this came out in 2005, probably like right around when I think Constantine came out, or at least I think it came out before. I think only like 8 episodes aired. There was a total of 13, but since it wasn't doing well in ratings, they eventually took that off. So I was kind of disappointed. But thankfully, they did release this. I guess there was some, it definitely got a cult following for sure. So maybe that's why it eventually got, released like it did. I doubt that it's on Blu-ray because this is the 20th Century Fox DVD. And we all know who owns Fox now. So obviously. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's why. Oh goodness, really? My head's special. Okay, and all of them. I hope that's okay. There's some 4Ks underneath the seat. I hope nothing's broken. You know what? Let's check on that. Let's make sure that nothing is broken. Because I want to make damn sure. Okay, it looks like nothing's broken. That's good. Y'all can keep conversing in the chat if you like. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Oh yeah, this is still. Oh yeah, I never watched this. So I assume it's good. Already watched this. So I guess it's all good. Alright, nothing is broken. Or so it seems. This one. This finds a little messed up. It's okay. Nice. I'm sure that was one hell of a sweet deal. I should probably take a little more than water. I don't want myself to feel dried out. Okay. Okay. Come on, let's think a little. Eventually, at some point, maybe do a commentary of this film at some point. Sudden Death, the Jean-Claude Van Damme and Powers Booth. Save it for December or something like that. Okay. Possibly, movies that came out in 2000, 2005, 95, 1990. Okay. Damn, you saw a lot of movies for free? You got lucky. Hey, more power to you, man. Oh, they actually did a remake, and not even Michael Jai White could save it, huh? It's unfortunate, but yeah, even if it wasn't even a big, a big box office hit, or if it was the greatest Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, the fact that there was a remake and it's even worse is very telling, I guess. So yeah, if this was okay enough, I mean, if they thought they can do better without no Jean-Claude Van Damme, they were seriously wrong. Unless you have Jean-Claude Van Damme in the remake or requel, if you want to call it that. But I don't know. I didn't write the movie. I definitely would not have, written another sudden death movie that didn't have Jean-Claude Van Damme, because they tried that with Hard Target 2, and even though Scott Adkins, is well respected and a good martial artist, asking him to carry that sequel is probably not a good idea. And I haven't even seen it in the future. Okay, so my future. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, that could have been nice, but I don't know. Either he wasn't asked, or he had no interest, or they just didn't think of him. So. Great. Even though it's not warm, apparently, those fruit flies, those gnats, they're making a comeback, and I hate that. And I don't know if we have any apple cider vinegar here that will, they will fly into and, fall for the lovely little trap. But normally I would put some in there, put some soap or kind of cut around the side in case if they were to come through there, the soap would, they'd get trapped in the soap and they wouldn't, they'd actually be dead before they get in there. But sometimes they don't do that. They'll, come in through the holes that you poke in the clear, plastic wrap that you put on the dish or whatever it is you use to, catch them. But yeah. But, it is what it is. Of course, there's also Back to the Future, because that's a movie that came out in 1985, and then the sequel in 89, and the third one, because they were filming 2 and 3 back to back in 1990. That could be a possibility. I just don't know if I have those with me. They probably might be in storage. I don't feel like looking right now. Well, yeah, just thought of another one in case if y'all want to do it. If anyone's down for it, I got Navy SEALs, the 4K. Maybe that could be a possibility since that film's 1990 and that's 35 years old now. Yeah, for whatever reason, the 4K seems to stay in there, but the Blu-ray keeps slipping out. I think that's why I have it out. What martial arts do you want to see come back? And well, one thing I just thought of one, Jeff Speakman. That could be a good one right there. For for another possible addition, let's say Scott Adkins. He definitely could fit that. And maybe what? Okay, you just said it. Yeah, maybe get Cynthia Ruthrock. Hell, throw in Chuck Norris while you're at it. Why not? Chuck Norris. And we already mentioned Michael Jai White could have been a part of it, but oh well. You mean I was thinking psychics. I mean, it's funny. He played a psychic, but yeah, well, yeah, he kind of did that. With sidekicks. I have that movie. Okay, come on. You can think of something. The chat, people help me out. What should there's endless possibilities. Do you think if, let's say, Karate Kid Legends is successful, do you think there definitely should be a sequel, and maybe the Cobra Kai cast can, make an appearance in there? That's why you think they chose him for Cobra Kai? Interesting. Maybe if they were going to do a sequel to Sidekicks, maybe they could cast. Well, he'd have to be considerably older, like I am. Maybe I should play him, but I don't think I'm quite tall like Brandis. I mean, how tall was Jonathan Brandis? I'm curious. I'm only 5'6", sadly, and that's pretty much considered average and short. So. He's a few inches taller than me, so he was 5'9". That's cool. They're gonna do some spin-offs, That'd be cool. See what happens. Go from there. All right. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of this. Who remembers this? Weird Science. This could be a good one. If I had to choose a dojo, You had to ask that. Oh man. Okay, let's just say this. If it was managed well and had a very sane sensei, I guess you know what? Maybe Cobra Kai. I don't. If I had to do this in order, like if I don't, that would probably be the one. But if I were to go in order, let's do this. Maybe I would say Cobra Kai, and then I guess you could say it'd probably be a tie between Miyagi-Do or Eagle Fang. So yeah, let's just I'll just leave it at that. So, yeah, that's not too far ahead. Yeah, and this film is nice. This film is going to be 40 years old pretty soon. So yeah, might as well. Yeah, and it has the extended version on here too. So yeah, maybe that could be the next commentary. Weird Science, you know. I haven't even fully watched this, and I only seen like some of the scenes, like you know with Bill Paxton and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean we did just one of the guys. Maybe that could be the next one. That could be or a possible one down the road. So yeah, a little sip of water should help. Yeah. Science. All right. Oh yeah, another idea. Waterworld. Maybe I should start writing this down. Okay. Possible live commentaries. I need to grab a pen. I'd have to go for my backpack. Yeah, let me just write it down. Make it on the list. Okay. Where is my pen? There we go. Got Sapine. Let's see if I can find some scrap paper. I have, oh yeah, of course. Oh, I thought I just saw it. Aha! There we go. Come on. Ah, freaking sticky notes. You bastard sticky notes. How dare you? How dare you? You freaking sticky notes. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Possible live commentaries. Man at work. Hold on a second. Okay, what else was that? Oh yeah. And so, okay, re-commentaries. Read commentaries. Okay. Just don't mind me just writing things down that way I don't forget. You know what? Deep Star 6 would probably be a good one. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Sudden death. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I talked to a girl, but I think she was using AI and kind of made me. I don't know. I'll have to explain that at some point. Yeah, that fan's not getting enough power. It can't do it, Captain. The fan does not have enough power. I thought I'd do a little Scotty, little Scotty from Star Trek. I don't know if he ever said anything like that, but it was close. I don't know if they had fans on the Enterprise, but yeah. Yes, the light is so. Okay, let me start. The lighting energy is so low, Captain. I don't think she'll have the power. She's gonna blow. Yeah. But if anyone tries messing with me, here's what I got. Oh. Hopefully nothing broke on that. That's a LOL moment for y'all. Okay. Mainly I don't use it for anything. That's the only thing I have, by the way. What other possible ones that I can think of? I just wish Stallone had didn't have a sequel in 1985, and we considered that. But there's Rambo: First Blood Part 2, but that's a sequel, and you probably want to watch all of those. And then there's Rocky 4, but that was a sequel. So you'd probably want to watch all of the Rocky films, including Creed. But yeah. Come on. Too bad that Species had sequels. Otherwise, I'd say the first one. Okay, come on. Think. Oh, yeah, there's Southpaw. I just thought of one. I kind of barely remember it. I think it aired on USA or something like that. That's all I remembered. Yeah. Oh, damn it, I just actually just thought of one. That movie's about to be 20 years old soon. Okay. All right. Okay, just thought of one. Wedding Crashers. Southpaw. And I haven't even seen it yet. Be the first time I'm watching it. And then I just thought of one. Red Eye. Very solid, underrated flick that had Rachel McAdams and Cillian Murphy. Oh yeah, so Anthony Michael Hall had a role in that series. Interesting. Okay. Melt down sudden death, that'd be one. Okay. Oh, I can't believe it. Just thought of one. Good old classic. Well, I don't know if it's considered a classic, but Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet. Just thought of that one. Yep. That's a possibility. The possibilities are endless. So I just thought of it. Okay. Okay. What to do? Sorry, just looking at my movies. Maybe it'll give me some ideas. Oh, don't know if it's here, but just thought of one. Outbreak. Dustin Hoffman, Morgan Freeman, Rene Russo. Well, I think there's only one DVD that I had. That's a TV show. Come on, think. All right. Okay. Oh, well, it depends if we would do the sequel. There's the Fletch movies. That could be a possibility. Or yeah, maybe just thought of one. I think. Oh yeah, let me check and make sure the dates are correct. Just thought of them. Okay. Yep. So. Yep. Okay. Just thought of one. Can't believe I didn't think of it. Be Cool. Oh no, sorry. It was a Get Shorty and Be Cool. Who can forget the Vince Vaughn appearance? Yo, twinkle, twinkle, man, twinkle, twinkle. I think that's what he said, but I don't remember. It's been a while. I never even seen the sequel, nor I haven't. I think I watched the first one like years ago, barely. Welcome back, Mr. D-Man. What exactly is Rocky going to be able to do in that crossover? I just don't know if it'll quite work. If there was some, if Cobra Kai was starting to evolve more towards boxing, that could be possible. But I don't see that being the. I mean, for now, even though Mortal Kombat would be a little unrealistic, since it involves martial arts, I can see that being a possibility. But Rocky's more boxing related, not really martial arts. So that's just me, in all honesty. Oh yeah, Gene Hackman was in that movie, huh? I was gonna maybe try to see if I can finish uploading, clips of Narrow. Oh yeah, I can't believe I just thought of one. Narrow Margin. Yep, for sure. Make it snappy. If Expendables didn't have sequels, I would say do an Expendables commentary, but yeah. So what came out in '95 that we considering that there's a few movies from the list from '95 that I have on there, like Outbreak and Get Shorty. I think I wrote them down on here as well. So yeah, Sudden Death was one of them. Yes, Narrow Margin is a definitely solid flick for sure. Gene Hackman. Oh wait, I just thought of one. I Am the Law. I'm sure you know what that one's. Court's adjourned. Okay. Hey, come on. No, not doing that. Johnny Mnemonic. Is that for free? Nope. Oh yeah, another film. Look Quick and the Dead, but I don't have that. So, oh yeah, John Steele mentioned Castle Freaks. I guess that could be a possibility. And there's Billy Madison. Oh yeah, I can't believe it. Congo, but I don't have that. I wonder if the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray is okay to get. Proteus. That's on Tubi? Cool. Proteus. Yep. You guessed right. The Law. I thought it was a decent flick for what it was. I don't have that one. Mainly, I don't. I mean, it did. I think it did fine at the box office. Just that Sally, the releases that came afterwards, it's like the DVD had no special features. I think it may have gotten a release on Blu-ray, but there's still like no special features or something. So I was just wondering if there ever going to be, was there a new upgraded edition that had something on there? Because let's see, Dick Tracy Blu-ray. Yeah, it is on Blu-ray, but I'm guessing. Let me guess. No features, right? No features. Nothing. Nada. Okay, I don't care about that. Yep, no features. What a shocker. What a true shocker. Come on, you gotta at least let Warren Beatty do a commentary and give his thoughts. He's still alive, right? Why not let him? Why not let him give his thoughts? What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? What is wrong with it? Oh yeah, this Blu-ray came out in 2015. In about 9 more months or so, it'll be 10 years old. Yeah, Dick Tracy needs a special edition. That's for damn sure. Well, yeah, because also Danny Elfman composed the score, so yeah. I need to check and see if. I'm trying to remember. I think the budget. There was definitely a budget behind it for sure. Let me see. Just remove the Blu-ray and see. Yeah, 46 million. I remember the movie made over 100 million, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it less? Let me check. Yeah, I guess because of the marketing, that's why it wasn't as successful. Sure, we definitely would be. I'd be down for that. I just, well, I guess the Blu-ray's not too it's not too expensive, but yeah, that's cool. I never had the toy, sadly, so I can't really say much on that. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, the Dick Tracy ride. I think you mentioned that before because the movie failed or didn't meet or failed to meet expectations. I mean, it made in a way it did make money, but I think they were hoping it would match Batman. But I guess because it was not really popular to people and it took place in the 1930s, it just didn't have that massive appeal that they were hoping for. Maybe so that's why, according to what Disney said, they spent too much on the marketing, and yeah, it is what it is. But I'm sure other movies that are flopped even worse got features. That deserves something at least. Do a special edition, Disney. Stop being a bunch of cowards. Do right by Warren Beatty and give him his fucking special edition. Excuse my language, but that's how I feel. Yeah. So Beatty, yeah, he was 50. Did so? Let me just ask you this: do you think Warren Beatty was right for the part, or do you think someone else should have played him? Oh, you had the lunchbox. I'm trying to remember. I wonder if I had the lunchbox myself, or I don't know. I remember I had some lunchboxes back in the day, and that's cool. Yeah. If you want to make some apple spread, you gotta do you. Because some people thought Warren Beatty, who was 2 years old at the time, they thought he was probably too old for the part. Okay. Mm-mm. Yeah, it might have been possible. Who Warren Beatty? Is that you were talking about, Mr. D-Man? Or just the character Dick Tracy? Ah, what the? No, I didn't want to do that. Come on. Alrighty. I can't believe I didn't. I cannot believe I didn't think of this movie. Damn it! Why couldn't I have thought of this movie? I'll give you a quote from this, and you should know it. Let's party. That's possible. That's nice. From 1999. That's cool. All right. There you go. Let off. Oh, no. I don't want to spoil that. I eat green berets for breakfast, and right now I'm very hungry. You meant to say, I was like, yeah. Because Dick Tracy came out in 1990. I was like, okay, maybe they did a revival or something. I don't know. But okay. Thank you for clearing that up. So, yep, 1990. So if he was 52 in, what was it, either 89 or 1990, so he's what, 87 right now? 88? Okay. Okay, yep, 88. So he just turned 88 today. Damn. He's still kicking. And still married to Annette Bening. Why would I not be surprised on that? Yeah, he's living a good life, that's for sure. I gotta really take some tips. I need to go out and buy some honey. That's really the key ingredient, is to get some honey. Honey's definitely good on things. Whether it be, sometimes, most of the time, I will put it on pancakes. Because that's a great alternative to, let's say, maple syrup. But as much as I like maple syrup, it's going to be really high in sugar. At least honey is a much more natural sugar, and it goes good on waffles too. So I don't mind that. And I haven't had waffles for a while because, sadly, if I were to have them here, my mom would have a fit about that. So keep it between us. Yeah, I don't know if you could read that, but yeah. Oh yeah, good old Al Pacino. He was a villain. Big boy. Oh, he was nominated for an Oscar. So he was nominated, or he should have been nominated. Feel free to put that in the chat. Almost 3 hours. Almost there. Too bad Arnold didn't do any movies in 95. So, damn, he really was? How come I didn't know that? Maybe I read about it and I forgot. I don't know. It's interesting. Well, he definitely gave a damn good performance in that movie. That's for sure. You out of order? I show you out of order. I'll take a flamethrower to this place. So, yeah. Junior, I believe, was 94, actually. He had two films. He had that and True Lies. I think Junior came out later, so I'm pretty sure Junior was 94. Yep, 1994. And that was in Thanksgiving. That was like Thanksgiving of 94, and I assume that True Lies came out first, then it was Junior. Surprisingly, that made money, but some people don't like it. And it was directed by Ivan Reitman. And had Emma Thompson in there and Danny DeVito. Oh, and Frank Langella was in the movie too. Yeah, I would say Eraser, but that was '96. That might have to be next year. Eraser, or hell, two films in '96. That and Jingle All the Way. That's a classic Christmas movie. Oh, thank you. You're my number one customer. It's turbo time. Oh, poor baby. Oh, hey, Nate, what's going on? I did invite you in, but if you got stuff going on, I understand. I guess you're in the rain, I'm guessing. It's funny, he did a Christmas movie, and now he's doing another one where he's playing Santa Claus, and he's, interesting. No, I have not. I have not seen Tulsa King yet. And hey again, Nate. Is it raining mad? Hallelujah, it's raining mad. I just had. Now it's a party. Oh, I wish it was a party. My phone notification is going off. Okay. What is going on here? Let's see. Just a live stream going on. Of course. Who came in during the? You mean who actually came on the live stream? Just Quinn. That's it. He said he may come back later, but we'll see. But Quinn's got his own thing going on, so yeah. It'd be nice if Lawman was able to come on, but I assume he just wants to stay in the chat. Maybe he has stuff going on, so yeah. Oh, you'll watch Tulsa King over Yellowstone? I've seen bits and pieces of Yellowstone. It doesn't seem too bad, but I haven't seen Tulsa King. So you definitely would say Tulsa King is far superior to Kevin Costner's Yellowstone. And speaking of which, I wonder if I should do Dances with Wolves, but that will be a long movie. That could be a possibility. But, boy, has anyone ever done a live commentary of that movie? I don't know. Might as well. I think I've heard of her. So what about her? I have seen it. It's been a while, but I remember liking the film. I actually don't have it, I don't think. But I know wasn't there like a director's cut on DVD, and I don't know if there's two different cuts on Blu-ray. I have to go look that up. Named Julie Evans. Are you talking about a subscriber of his? I don't know. What brought that up? I'm just curious. Do you know them personally? Do they have same interests as me or something? I guess we'll see on that. So there's a few women that watch your streams. Are you referring to those? They watch my streams? I have yet to see them on here. I have no idea which. We'll see. Are they going to pop right in? I guess we'll find out. I definitely remember the song by Bryan Adams for sure. I do it for you, whatever it was called. Yep. After Die Hard, he definitely played a real good hardcore villain, They mostly watch Matt and but you can send them a link. How would I send them a link? Do you do you know them personally or something? Do you follow them or something on Instagram? Because I don't know. Official home of horror. Huh, Lucy. Oh yeah, because Lucy Lawless was in the Evil Dead series. And no, I haven't seen it. If y'all were going to ask me that, I haven't seen it, but I heard that. I know that Rambo Ralph for Life doesn't like it. I heard it's a mixed bag. Only see them in the yeah. Yep, that's another criminally underrated flick. I think that one might have underperformed as well. It definitely made less than Dick Tracy for sure. And oh yeah, Timothy Dalton was in there, but as a villain. Oh, it wasn't lies, Ginny. It was acting. And it was directed by Joe Johnston. He hasn't done much, sadly. I think the last big film he did was actually Captain America: The First Avenger. And it seemed like after that, he didn't do much. That's kind of upsetting. And it's all good, Wallman. I understood what you meant. It's all good. Well, sadly, I don't have a ton following me on Instagram, so yeah, there you go. Then again, I don't really follow back at certain people. Oh yeah, thought. Thoughts. Who really know if it's? I don't know. You don't know if any of those are real. So yeah, that's the thing. It's a thing, as Trinchy would say. Well, Hollywood sure didn't miss him. Excuse me. Yep, it's a clusterfuck. I could talk about something else that's not film related, and that could be the sports team I used to follow. Let's say Cowboys, and I don't know how to feel about this year. Honestly, I just feel indifferent. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, they signed people in free agency, but they weren't exactly impactful, and they rather overpay their own guys than actually get a player that can be very impactful for them in free agency. They just want to get a few Jag signings and maybe get a few okay signings at best. The only decent signing that I saw was maybe one of the defensive ends, Dante Fowler, but he was a former guy of our own that we signed a few years back, so I'm kind of indifferent on that. Maybe one guy has potential, but I'm not holding my breath. The other guys are pretty much like busts. One guy could be maybe a solid role player, but that's about it, so yeah. I could see Dick Tracy because it just seems like it has that more comic book aspect to it. I feel like The Rocketeer was a little bit different in a way. But oddly enough, both those films I believe took place in like the 1930s. I think either late 1930s or late 1920s. I don't remember. I have to go back and watch The Rocketeer and Dick Tracy. It's been some years since I've seen them, but I definitely remember those films for sure. Okay, Rocketeer. I wonder if that. I assume that got a Blu-ray, but I don't think it. I think like Dick Tracy, it didn't get any extras either. So it's on Disney Plus, of course it is. So, there's a 4K of it. So there's a 4K of The Rocketeer. I didn't know that, unless if it didn't get released. Because now I'm just looking at the forum, and this was back almost 5 years ago. There's a 20th anniversary edition Blu-ray. Maybe I should consider. Okay, got 4 people watching. Yeah, what a shocker. No special features for the 20th anniversary, and there's no special features. What a shocker. But there's high praise for the video and audio quality. That's good. So it just has the theatrical trailer, and that's it. What a shocker. Yeah, it's definitely made a little past its budget, but I think they're expecting it to be a big hit. So yeah. Of course, ILM did the visual effects. What a shocker there. Yeah, it came out in 91, opened number 4 behind Robin Hood, City Slickers, and Diane Young. So it was a commercial disappointment, but definitely got a good following after that. That's a good thing. But yeah. Okay. What to do? Sorry. You know what? I'll be right back. Just give me a second. Okay. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Okay, that should. Okay. I'm right-handed, but hey, I can set my fingers to a certain point on my left hand. But definitely do it better on here. Let's keep it snappy, right? Or keep it slappy, Will Smith style. Big Willie style. Too bad that he really has fallen off, If I were him, he should divorce Jada, but he's got it in his hand that he just can't afford to divorce his wife. He's got to have a little more self-respect than that. So, but it is what it is. He wants to stay grounded to Jada. That's his deal. So, yeah, that actually. The one movie maybe it was, or it could have been Labyrinth. One of the two. I don't remember. The original Iron Man on the big screen. Yep. Now that Disney owns Marvel and all that. So. Yep. Trying to think of films that maybe did. Oh, well, we kind of already did that. I was going to say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That came out in 1990, but we already did that. So was Labyrinth for you? Okay. That's cool. I just thought of one, but, there was like one more sequel, but I don't know if I'll be able to find that one. That's Cocoon. That's a very, really good sci-fi flick right there. But, I don't even have. I mean, at one point I had it, but I couldn't put it on the flash drive. I mean, sadly, I remember I downloaded it at one point, but it wouldn't play those movies, sadly. And I just wish that movie would get re-released on Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray is just so damn expensive. Yeah, I heard they were doing a sequel, but I'm trying to remember if she was even going to be back in that one. But yeah, doing no David Bowie since he's gone. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Whoops! I can't believe Yeah. Okay. Just going to look up something. I couldn't remember what it was now. Okay. Okay, I have 4 people still. Surprising enough, I'm sure it might drop. Might drop to 1. Might drop to 0. I guess anything's possible. Anything is possible. Alrighty then. Oh yeah, Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls came out in '95. That was a fun sequel. But yeah. You know, what was I going to look up? And I can't even remember now. Damn it, I hate it when that happens. You have something that you're going to look up and then you freaking forget. It just goes out the head, out of the brain cells. Really? Wow, I see this lovely little thumbnail. The original plans for X-Men. Supposedly, Janet Jackson was going to be Storm, and Russell Crowe was going to be Wolverine, and Charlize Theron was going to be Jean Grey. Oh boy. That's a nice little wicked thumbnail they created. But yeah. Okay. Okay. What other film? Well, there's Jurassic World, but I don't know if I even want to do that. There's Ted 2. And I'm referring to 2015. I'm trying to think of what I liked in 2015. Ted 2 I didn't mind. Jurassic World I didn't hate, but I think it's kind of overrated. But yeah. Okay. Oh, I just thought of one. I believe I do have that one. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I do. Come on. Do I have it? Yes or no? Yep. Looks like I do. War of the Worlds, 2005 with Tom Cruise. Yep. Okay. Yeah, just thought of that one because it's a one-off movie, one-off storyline. So yeah. trying to think of what I should talk about. You know. So this coming, it's going to be tomorrow's going to be the last day of March. Got April coming up. Maybe you should definitely keep your lookout for any kind of unexpected April Fool's jokes. You never know, something might happen. But goodness gracious, what else? I believe Easter's coming up this week. Do you all have any lovely plans for this coming Easter? Going to be maybe stuffing your face with some tasty candy, or you gonna just ignore the sugar rush that day? You know what? I just thought of another one. If you're still in the chat wall, man, I just thought of another one. I can't believe I didn't think of it. Underrated little flick came out in 1990. Side Out. Did my pen run out of ink? Okay, no, it didn't. Side Out. There we go. Sure you just heard about that. Side Out. I know it's on YouTube for free, and I think it's on Tubi as well. So, yep, it's still on Tubi for free. Yeah, C. Thomas Howell and Peter Horton, and another film appearance for Courtney Thorne Smith before she made it big in Melrose Place. Yep, Kathy Ireland had a small little cameo. Working at the same, lawyer agency that, his uncle, Terry Kisser, Bernie, the character Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. So, yeah. But that could be a possibility. Yeah, I'm coming up with some possibilities for something. That's for sure. I don't think I've ever seen that. I know that after the little cameo in Side Out, she was in Necessary Roughness, and then she actually, believe it or not, made an appearance in Melrose Place. I think it was season 2. I think it was season 2. She was hired by Amanda's father because of something that happened between them, some bad business. So yeah. Yeah, I can see that being the thing because Major League had just came out a couple years before, and it was trying to capitalize on that. I remember it had Scott Bakula in it. He was interesting for sure. Then you got the sequel, Major League 2. Oh yeah, funny enough, Scott Bakula appeared in the third one. I just now made that connection. Major League Back to the Minors, that came out in 98? I'm trying to remember if that ever got a theatrical release. If it did, I don't think it did well. Wow, thing. Dun, dun, dun. You make my heart sing. Yeah, definitely. The first one, Major League, was definitely successful. $75 million, $11 million budget. This one had $25 million. This made 53, so it definitely. For whatever reason, Major League 2 decided to become a PG film, and the previous one was R-rated, so this is interesting. So Warner Brothers took over, not Paramount. I wonder why that happened. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the third one definitely flopped for sure. The budget wasn't even high. 18 million and made 3.5 million. Oof. Oh yeah, good. So Sinbad was in it. Of course, yeah. Keanu Reeves and Brooke Langton, another person that that appeared in Melrose Place as well, as Samantha, if I'm not mistaken. What about Bernie Sanders? Okay, I'm trying to debate on what I'm going to do here now. Okay, I'm going to give this stream, you know what? I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and I think I'm going to probably call it a night. And if someone wants to do a backroom stream, we can do that. But I'm getting hungry. I need to eat something. I'm hungry. But I have something here, so it's all good. So if no one decides, to want to come in or anything, probably going to go ahead and end it. So I'm hungry. I need some chow. I need some solid food. I need to get some substance and something along those lines. Yeah, the net. Yeah, she was. Oh, I don't think that show lasted long either. I don't think. I think that's why she probably left Melrose Place to do that show. So yeah. So when it comes to 7:30, I'm probably going to go ahead and end the stream. And so once I come in the back room, that backroom stream, not a backroom stream, but like a backroom chat or something in private, I might do that. So yeah, we'll see. I need to eat something. I can't be drinking water. But yeah, don't think anyone else is going to come in. So yeah, in 20 plus seconds, I'm gonna probably call it a night. At least on going live. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna probably do. But yeah, there's possibilities. Maybe I might put up a poll or something, see what commentary we should do next. So yeah, probably do that. Okay. Well, folks, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Don't think anyone else is going to want to come in. People in the chat maybe. So yeah. But okay, interesting. Hasn't been a good, sports drama since Varsity Blues. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. I gotta eat something. So, but yeah, thanks for stopping by, Mr. D-Man, Wallman Beyond. I saw that Nate popped in for a couple of times, and thanks to Quinn for stopping by and popping in with me. Showing off that Strike 2 game, and yep, definitely seeing the stars. I'll do what I can to beam me out of danger, or maybe I can beam you to Sydney Sweeney or something like that. So yeah. Okay. And yeah, Alter Ego, thanks for stopping by as well. And yep, it's been an interesting stream, and hopefully I can do another one, and maybe more people will join in. So yeah, it's all good, wow, man. So yeah, all right, y'all have a good night. Take it easy and